Morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see. Crazy fun day yesterday, right? Crazy fun day. Wow. Okay. NOW. The numbers are stunning. We told you the only one obstacle. The one obstacle that they had. Hold on a second. That they had was the PE was high, and did they want to pay high PE on these stocks, right? So, but the numbers are good. Think about this. In an era where everything is going down, everybody is losing revenue. This company is growing at 25% revenue. And not only that, the retention rate at 99% on subscriptions continues to go up. I mean, this is kind of just unheard of, right? It's unheard of. Very, very straightforward. So the news is that good. Does it continue to go? Don't know. No idea. Then we see, right? So that's what we know. That is taking snow up. Snow. What a reversal. We had the 137 put, sold them at 4. Bought the 142 calls. There's $5 in the money now. Sold those, rolled to the 150, 250s, and now we're starting to rip on those. Wow. Does SPX continue to go? Looks very nice. Possible breakout, monster reversal. If it's going to go today, it's going to go. If it gets through this 40, 50, probably gets to 4,100 on a rip of ages. Okay? Then we see. Okay? PCE tomorrow. That's more important. The PCE is more important than what's that called? The CPI. It's more important than the CPI. Okay, so that's what we know. Interesting, right? So, how does it play out? Don't know. LRCX, great earnings, trading at 14 PE, but they said DRAM and NAND is going to be down. So Micron should be down, but it's not down. So they're buying stuff. I mean, this is a complete breakout. I mean, we finally broke out. And does it go? I don't know. But we finally broke out. So it implies that it goes. Okay, now we don't care. Now, if now can get back to now, if it can get to 456, it has a pop to 470 coming. And then we see. Okay. Hold on, one more thing. Okay. Tesla, nice earnings. Looks like they want to buy it 162, 177 if they really run it. Okay, 162, 177. What else? That's about it. Goldman Sachs, just nothing. If you like lower on Goldman Sachs. But here's it, interesting. Lam Research lower. Chips are not going. But NVIDIA can't go low. And it looks like it wants to break up, like somebody knows something. Okay, so just be aware of that. Amazon, when their earnings come out, they're going to miss. They're going to miss on AWS. So the whole thing will happen again. Okay. So just know that. So that's going to happen again next week. Okay. Boeing was bad and it came up, so it's positive. So things are looking better. Everything wants to run. Does it run? I don't know. Okay. But sure looks like it wants to run. And this 40, 39 area, very hard. Once it's through that, it can really run a long way. Okay, let's see what happens. If snow can get through 152. So there's some numbers. Guys, there's a set of numbers very important here. So Microsoft, when they came out with earnings, it ripped, right? But it generated some numbers on the rip. And then it reversed lower. Okay, so MDB 209. Any close over 209 probably takes it to the next level. Wow. Snow went to 153. Any close over 153 takes it to the next level. Okay? So these numbers that were generated become very, very important. Okay? And you got to watch these generated numbers, because these are the ones, and I'm telling you the ones that I know, because I wasn't watching everything, but those numbers are huge. Okay, Netflix continues to go, can't seem to go lower. Looks like it wants to get to 382. I'm sorry, 382. Interesting. But the part is, okay, so Netflix was at 700. If the market is getting ready to get back way up there, interesting, then do all these things start going back up? Okay, now Lam Research said the same thing that ASML said. Things will get better later in the year. So think about it. Lam Research later in the year. These guys are trading at 14 PE. They can get up to a 25 PE on $34. Okay, so let me go do the math. $34 times what? 25 PE. Get to 850. It can get to 850. Not now, when they start growing again. Okay? So that's what we see. Okay? Okay, let's get started here. Okay, good morning, everybody. 126. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see. Okay? Still a lot of big earnings to come. Google, Amazon, Meta, et cetera, all next week, I believe. Then we see. Okay? Shop actually looks better. Thanks, Roger. Shop looks better, trying to go 51.62. But it's a long way to go. I mean, this thing came from 1,700 and it's hated. Okay? SPX 40.39, 40.52, 40.71, underneath 4,000. Avago a little bit better, 591, 602, 603. NVIDIA 197, 201, 209. If this gets through 203 and holds, wow, that means it would have doubled off the 109. Okay. Lam Research, see if it goes positive today. 288, 488, 492. ASML 681. Goldman Sachs 341. Microsoft 244. It's really a no man's land. 244, 236. Amazon 103 up, 987 down. Boeing 216 trying to break out. Snowman 153 is a huge number. If it can get through, it can accelerate. Netflix 372, 381, underneath 360. MicroStrategy, if Bitcoin is moving again, if it can get to 24,000, probably gets to 270. Interesting. NOW needs to get through 456. See if it starts back up. MDB. So here's the thing. So if you remember, Snow had earnings once. It was very interesting. Way back, it was like the first time they had earnings, maybe the second, and it opened down. It was down after hours. It opened down, and then it ran 100. It ran 100. Okay, and we caught it on the up. Interesting. Kind of like now. Let's see what happens. Okay. Tesla very strong. 156, 162, under 150 would be bad. Moderna is still trying for 200. Enphase needs 221. First Solar 171. That's what we have. That's what we see. Okay. Interesting. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.